there's a solid case being made which the Ferrari 488 Spider would be the single greatest modern automobile easily obtainable in all the world. No ride using the minx for plushness of an Rolls-Royce Phantom. No, this doesn't brim using the cutting-edge electronic gizmos you'll get in, say, a BMW 750i. It is not you wish a few ultra-exotic supercars. And it costs, well, a tad bit more than a new Honda Accord. That said, after working a week driving of this Italian marvel, I cannot visualize another car that, within a package, combined such beauty, speed, refinement, comfort, quality, livability, character, and sheer sex appeal as being the 488. Being able to open the cockpit around the globe outside with a touch with the button is simply bravura accord to the Ferrari's alwachi majestic performance, as if to state, you believe was great, now try it while using sun shining via your hair. The test car arrived donning a historical color first seen on open-top Ferraris in the 1950s and 1960s. Dubbed Avorio, it's a wealthy, ivory shade that to begin with seemed unusual but steadily grew on me a lot more I lived with all the Ferrari. The paint worked especially well once the folding Spider hardtop was down, thereby showcasing the contrasting red leather seats, belts, and trim inside cockpit. It's a striking combo and, frankly, a refreshing departure from your usual racing red paint with black hides inside. The quality with this automobile is just in your face. Wrap your fingers round the fat leather and carbon fiber wheel. Fits as being a Ferragamo glove, which has a thickness for the 3 and 9 o'clock positions that feels so right you wonder why all steering wheels aren't designed that way. Buttons for that horn are recessed to the leather above where your thumbs lie. Other switches such as a big, red start-stop button, turn signals you press at right of left, a shock firmness button, and, obviously, Ferrari's famed Manettino dial for selecting your preferred driving mode. My test car's wheel also featured a row of LED redline indicators on top, TRS Grand Prix. The leather racing seats with carbon shells $9,110 fit my backside to perfection. Elsewhere, the cockpit fairly gleamed with lusciously polished carbon fiber trim indeed. This tester sparkled using a staggering $72,370 price of optional carbon fiber interior and exterior pieces. No giant central touchscreen on this sporting purebred. Instead, the 488 presents you using a big central TAC and, at left, a good multifunction display. Yes. At $393,411 as tested, this Spider was breathtakingly expensive, but it looked the part as a result of the smallest detail. As striking because machine should be to the eyes, though, on the senses it's simply boggling. Now, there are plenty of quick cars traveling these days, but honestly couple of them really blow me away with acceleration or handling prowess. This Ferrari, though, feels insane in each and every degree across the friction circle, braking, cornering, and accelerating. It'll crush you into your seat under full throttle, hammer you to the belts under braking, and roll your vision around their sockets as soon as you ring it around a protracted corner. After a couple of minutes gunning the Spider through my usual mountain test route in Malibu, I had to over and depressurize. Mind you, the sensations you really feel driving this car hard are simply magnified while using top-down, mid-air whooshing past, the engine wailing behind your ears, the squeaks and squeals from the nearby tires scrabbling for grip since you rocket into and beyond turns. You can even smell the speed, the hot, hard-working rubber, the acrid exhaust, the scent of adrenaline filling the environment as nearby birds and squirrels dive for cover. And no worries if your rain cloud suddenly appears, Just press Control button and in seconds the Spider seals up as tight and secure to be a conventional hardtop. If I were lucky enough for being shopping for a car in this particular lofty realm, no chance would I even look at this Spider's fixed-roof sibling. Mind you, the Spider's stupefying speed and all-around athleticism don't mean actually need sacrifices elsewhere. That's this 488's true brilliance. It's a supercar without penalties. Have a day filled using a busy schedule of errands? No problem, the Spider will transport you out smoothly and without complaint, even if you're languishing in traffic. In sport mode, the ride is definitely really damn good. It gets considerably stiffer in race. Like numerous other Ferraris, the 488's suspension feels magical, somehow delivering extreme grip and cornering response yet seeming to float on top of the asphalt such as a hovercraft. The seats, despite their racy bolstering, never felt too tight or fatiguing. And if you're feeling especially lazy, just leave the 7-speed dual-clutch transmission in automatic and it'll happily do each of the shifting for you personally. I must add this also, I've been driving Ferraris on the streets and on racetracks for several years now, and never, not once, have any of them a lot as hiccuped under my watch. Finely tuned the appliance may be, but highly strung they aren't. With one of these cars, you may win a neighborhood race event over the weekend, then drive it at home to office and back the rest on the week. The 488 Spider was designed to pamper you, not vice versa. Then there would be the coup de grace in driving a Ferrari day in and day out. Every moment in the driver's seat is special. The 488 Spider just oozes character, by reviewing the rakish lines for the aroma of the company's leather hides for the changing tenor with the engine. Since the tach needle crosses 3,000 revolutions per minute, the exhaust note goes coming from a sotto voce grumble for an exhilarating snarl so quickly, simply can't escape the car's overwhelming charisma. Other cars may do a little things better, but nothing else car does a great number of things as brilliantly and alluringly because the 488 Spider. To pilot this Italian masterwork would be to feel enveloped by specialness every moment you're for the wheel. Having the wind and sky along to the ride only definitely makes the 488 experience a whole lot of more visceral and compelling. As I stepped out from the Ferrari one afternoon, a passerby stopped to ask me the amount it cost. When I told him, almost $400,000, he bolted upright, eyes wide. That's crazy. What kind of? He stopped when he saw my smile. Actually, I said, this car. It's worth the cost. 2018 Ferrari 488 Spider specifications. Price $284, $650, $393, $411 BAZ tested. Engine 3.9 liters, 32 valve twin-turbo V8, 661 HP at 8,000 revolutions per minute, 561 lb-ft at 3,000 revolutions per minute. Transmission 7-speed dual-clutch automatic. Layout 2-door, 2-passenger, mid-engine, RWD convertible. EPA mileage 1,520 miles per gallon city hui. LXWXH 179.8 by 76.9 by 47.7 inches, wheelbase 104.3 inches, weight 3,350 pounds, 060 miles per hour, 2.9 seconds estate. Top speed 205 miles per hour.